Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another 42 News for the 24th of September 2021. Now, I am going to be doing a sound check in just a minute. I have got my headphones. Well, I don't need my headphones because Andy's picture is frozen. He just doesn't seem to be talking tonight, so just bear with us. We'll get Andy sorted out soon. And yes, so I am one of your hosts, Alistair Kennedy, and here not with me as always I'm not even going to do his introduction because he is not here. I was desperate to do a show. It takes me ages to get this stuff set up, so here I am again on my own. Yes, we are going to do the news tonight because it has been a while since we have done the news on a Friday. So headlines. Andy would have liked to read this one. Do you want to go for it, Andy? I don't think Andy wants to do it. Warhammer 40k Space Marine Anniversary Edition is coming, bringing the iconic action title, all the DLC, fun extras together for the first time. Get it on sale on Steam. I think this is Steam only, by what I'm reading here. I don't think it's come to consoles. This game, I'm not big into the Warhammer universe or anything related to it. It seems like it should be cool, but I could never get into it. This is very much Gears of War light from what I remember. He's got a chainsaw sword, and I know that's in Warhammer 40k anyway, but it just reminded me of Gears of War, the playstyle. Cover base, sure. There's your words. See what happens when Andy doesn't respond. He'll be back on Tuesday, I'm sure. So the next piece of news was Death Stranding Director's Cut came out, reasonably priced in the UK, I'll say, because we got it for £5. It's removed. This article from thegamer.com says it weirdly removes Monster Energy from the game. I don't think it's weird. I'm not even going to read the full article because it's simply just a case of money. Obviously, Monster paid to have their branding shown in the first game, or the first version of the game, and they just clearly haven't paid the money, or they don't need the money for this game. I don't know. Anyway, now the cans read Bridges Energy, and that's fine. Like, it doesn't make a difference. I played a bit of it tonight. I'll talk more on Tuesday, but it was weird, I will say that, because when you use the product placement in a certain title, I always go on about Zool with the Chupa Chups lollies, and if I play the version of Zool that doesn't have Chupa Chups, it's just not Zool. What do you think, Andy? Exactly. So the Death Stranding thing is not a big deal. To be fair, I didn't get that far into the game, but it was weird not seeing the Monster Energy drinks on the table. So apologies, this is going to have to be done all in a one, and I like drinking my tea. I want to talk to Andy about that in a separate show, so I'm going to leave the news there. Gas Station Simulator is a Steam bestseller, and it is now heading to Xbox in 2022. Now, our very own Andy used to work in a gas station, or petrol station as they're known, where the English language was created. Here in Scotland, didn't make sense. So basically, renovating, expanding and running a gas station in the middle of a desert. Keep stock, hire employees, dive into deep management features, customise your gas station in 7 countries. Do you know what? I can't even laugh because these simulation games must have an audience. They have to have an audience because they keep selling. There was that Power Wash simulator, and even I said if they could do it with motion controls on the Wii or the Switch, I would definitely have played it. What do you think, Andy? Yeah, we thought so. I have already combined the Death Stranding Director's Cut being £5 into my previous news story about the energy drink. So Apple's iPhone 13 Pro Max has a larger battery capacity than Nintendo Switch. I'm not surprised because a phone's an all-day device, or they should be. It's not a dedicated gaming device, but I will guarantee this, bigger battery or not, if you game on your iPhone for even a few hours, I guarantee that drains quicker than a Switch. In fact, I don't care what the specs say here. I have played games on my iPhone and they've ran down. Recently, Marvel Future Foundation, they ran down real fast. So, yeah. Great. Smashing. This one's a funny one. A Wata certified copy of Sonic the Hedgehog sells for, I think this was almost $250,000 from what I remember. It was like $450,000, which, oh sorry, $430,500. That's absolutely insane. Even Yuji Naka, Sonic's creator, thinks it's a scam. I've got to agree. No, no one's buying this, but then here it's Ken Golden. Naka-san, we can assure you this is a genuine sale to a real buyer in Golden. Our customers trust us because of our auctions are fair for authentic items. We also vet all of our bidders on high-end items such as this. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. It's Andy reckons it's money laundering. Don't you, Andy? It says 9.4 rated, and yeah, sure it's sealed, but there's like rips on the plastic. No one's paying nearly $250,000 for Sonic 1. No one is paying that. I don't believe it. Disney's Classic Games Collection adds Aladdin for the SNES and all versions of the Jungle Book. Now, I didn't pick this up originally, I'm glad I didn't. I really liked the Jungle Book game, and I can't remember what version I played a lot and enjoyed. It may have been the Mega Drive / Genesis, depending where you're watching this. It may have been the Master System. So the fact that they're adding that's quite cool. So you're getting Lion King, Aladdin and Jungle Book, like all versions of them. There's not been an update that I've noticed to tell you whether if you already own it there's an upgrade path or if it's going to be a free upgrade or paid. I'd imagine paid. A couple of pounds would be fine for this. I don't know if I pick this one up or not. We'll see. We will see. Solitaire now has a Halo theme from Eurogamer.net as our next story. Andy posted this, didn't you, Andy? Do you want to tell us more about it? He doesn't. So, Microsoft Solitaire Collection, which as you already probably know, is on every PC since the beginning of time. Well, since DOS became Windows, or DOS went and Windows began. You can now add a UNSC background and Halo themed cards. You can also spot Cortana rooting for the clubs and Master Chief playing for the spades. There's other Halo cards in the too, but Eurogamer, they ain't spoiling this one for us, so if you want to check that out, download Solitaire. Oh, goody. We'll finish with the charts, I think. They're interesting. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this. Fashion branding. I'm sure Andy will be able to. No. Balenciaga. They're selling a Fortnite shirt for £1,000. $1,000, sorry. $1,000. And now this is a plain white shirt with Fortnite branding that looks like point of sale that would be handed to a video game store employee. I can't imagine too many people paying $1,000 for this. I take that back. There's going to be someone that pays $1,000 for this, but it ain't me. That next one I want to talk to Andy about as well. So I really wanted to talk about the Nintendo Direct. Apologies to anyone that tuned in last night. And Andy, he clearly says he clearly looks sorry as well. We started a live show, and for some reason Streamlabs weren't having any of it. It would not allow us to be talking while the video was playing. It wouldn't allow the video to play while we talked. It just was a whole mess, so we gave up on it. But they announced some stuff that we'll talk about on either Tuesday. We'll maybe do 2 shows on Tuesday, but before the Nintendo Direct last night, they announced that Rush jets into Monster Hunter Rise. Now, this is Mega Man's dog that weirdly looks like Mega Man had relations with a dog, because it's literally it's like a furry version of Mega Man. It's Mega Man with a dog's face. Okami kind of suited Monster Hunter Rise, but this, I have no interest in this. So Ziggurat Interactive are thrilled to announce that they will be making a return to consoles with revamped editions of Blood Rain 1 and 2 come to Xbox, PlayStation and Switch this fall/autumn. Exclusive physical release on PS4 and Switch. It says revamped. I don't know if this is a remake or a remaster. I'm going to lean towards remaster. Andy, what about you? He thinks remaster as well. So, I can't remember if I like Blood Rain or not. I don't know if it was Blood Rain or Soul Reaver Legacy of Kain that I liked. There was one that I did like. If Andy was here, he would be able to tell me. PES's free-to-play successor, eFootball, which Andy is thrilled about, has a $40 DLC pack that can't be used for 2 months. So yeah, this is... I seen this in the store and it's like $32.99 over here. And it's got like 8 players and some in-game currency. I don't know if this is just trying to put some weight behind the game, because a free game's always seen as that. Sometimes just a free game. Whereas if you're putting it at $32.99, it's like, do you know what? There's PES. Somebody might see this and just go, oh, cool, PES is only $32.99. I don't know. I hate the name. I'm not even into it. I'm not even a big PES or FIFA fan. I've played FIFA recently, but PES is just iconic, man. You've took the name away. I mean, I know people thought that about ISS when it changed to PES, but they should never have changed PES. Sony unveiled a new midnight black colour option for the Pulse 3D wireless headset. Now, it's absolutely crazy to me that they can't send out new shells for the PS5, because 100% that you could easily sell a midnight black shell, or like I'd buy the red one to go with the black, because I've already got the red controller, which I don't like using because it kind of sticks out. But yeah, midnight black for the Pulse 3D wireless headset, so that it can go with the middle line of your PlayStation 5. I suppose if you take the sides off, it will look the same. Anthony Mackie, this is posted by Andy. Thank you, Andy, over there. He says you're welcome. He'll play the lead role in Sony's Twisted Metal TV series. I don't rate Anthony Mackie as an actor. Just putting out there, like, he's boring to watch. I could be proven wrong. I've maybe not seen him in The Right Thing, but I didn't really like him as... He's fine as Falcon, but Falcon's a boring character, I suppose. That's maybe the wrong idea. Twisted Metal, can't see that going for 8-9 seasons. Prove me wrong, Sony. Prove me wrong. No offence to Anthony Mackie, but Altered Carbon, I really like that show. And I mean, the actor in the first season, I didn't even know him, and he was really cool. And I know they reskinned and stuff, but I just couldn't watch Anthony Mackie in the second season. Didn't get to it. Retailer appears to have uncovered new and sealed 90 SNES games and they're up for sale. They have. So this is like one of these like storage unit finds. A German retailer has found Lufia 2 Rise of the Sinistrals, which was just called Lufia in Europe. It was released in 1997. It comes with original package and manual and is only available in select branches. They're selling for $79.99, which, to be fair, isn't outrageous. It isn't outrageous, but I've never heard of the game. But good for them. Good for them for finding that. There is an official Among Us Halloween costume which looks ridiculous. It's just a big inflatable costume looking thing. I mean, is Among Us still that popular? It was much a lockdown game like Fall Guys. I played bits of it. Wasn't really one for me. What do you think, Andy? Yeah. Watch Dogs Legion's latest patch is 40GB in Xbox Series X and just 3GB in PS5. That's insane. It's just a few bug fixes apparently. That's got to be fixed. I mean, that's like 37GB extra on Xbox. Why? Makes no sense. Unfortunately, Battlefield 2042 has been delayed. I believe it was November 19th. It was delayed to. Not too far. It's kind of splitting up the shooters as well, because you've got like COD coming out first, then Battlefield, and then Halo's out in December. It's crazy, man. Like, I could see Halo slipping still. It shouldn't slip because it's... Oh, man, that cat. Halo shouldn't be delayed. It's already been delayed a year, but... Whenever it's... Don't do a Cyberpunk, that's what I'll say. Release it when it's ready. Destroy All Humans 2... Remake trailer was leaked by Sony. I was never big into No More Humans. Destroy All Humans, not No More Humans. No More Humans sounds a bit sinister. Destroy All Humans, well, it's just as sinister, I suppose, is the game. I think it was PlayStation 3, 2, 3, I think, maybe. Maybe 2, can't remember. But you were a wee alien guy that looked like an evil version of the Mars Attacks aliens were evil, but you looked even more evil. The Sonic composer's given the Greenhouse song lyrics for his band. Masato Nakamura's band Dreams Come True have released an anniversary song with lyrics. Now Greenhouse Zone goes like do, 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 do. I don't like his lyrics. Mine was always Sonic the Hedgehog, the fastest living creature, and that's what I'm keeping it as. I'm not even reading his lyrics. I don't know how far back. We haven't done news for a while. They've added Bluetooth anyway to the Switch. Bluetooth so you can use headphones. Now this seems like it's crazy to me that we're almost coming up to 4 years, or we're past 4 years of the Switch, and it's a handheld device that you can't use Bluetooth headphones on, and that feature's clearly been there all along. It's not like you had to buy an adapter, install into the new. Well, you had to install a patch, but why keep that feature from us? Why do that? And also, why do it just now? Why not like have it launch alongside the OLED so it looks like a new feature for that console? Crazy. I've not used it yet, to be fair. I don't know if we've read the rest of these, so we'll go back. There's a few news stories I wanted to read, Randy, and obviously the Nintendo Direct. It wasn't the greatest Nintendo Direct. I'll just discuss it just now. So, the Nintendo Direct, me and Andy watched it last night. Yeah, we seen Splatoon 3. That's probably one of the bigger things. Bayonetta 3 looks good. Mario Golf DLC. I mean, there wasn't like major surprises. I don't know what I expected. I don't know what I expected from it, but we didn't see any more Zelda. We didn't see any more about Pokemon Arceus. I suppose the big major point is the expansion pack, which is coming to Switch Online, which currently I think is $19.99 a year, which is cheaper than the others. However, it's more or less redundant, apart from playing your virtual console games, your SNES and NES games, which are incomplete libraries, but still they're there. They're adding N64 and Genesis / Mega Drive. The problem with this is that if you've got the Sega Genesis collection and you've brought Mario 3D All-Stars collection recently, you've kind of, aside from the Zelda games maybe, you've kind of played everything they've got to offer at launch. Definitely the Mega Drive ones are all on the collection already, which I already have on Switch. So that's kind of a bummer to me. The fact that I really wanted Game Boy Advance, because obviously, well, Game Boy Advance has Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission. Zero Mission is the remake of one that was better than one. And Fusion is the one not a lot of people have played that comes before Dread, which is out in just over a week, 2 weeks maybe. And it's very surprising that they went ahead and did Mega Drive over Game Boy Advance. They went for like a system that wasn't one of their own before they've completed their own. It baffles me that unless they're going to sell it to us, which they should have done by now to drive hype. We got another Dread trailer. This game just looks beautiful. I cannot wait to play this game. Day one, obviously, with the OLED. So, I don't have good things to... Cat, go away. I don't really have too many good things to say about the Nintendo Direct, if I'm being honest. I was let down, but I went in with no expectations at all. We got Dying Light 2's coming, and they kind of pulled a dick move. Dying Light Platinum Edition's coming, which makes no sense when they just, like, literally a month or two ago released Dying Light for the first time in Switch. Why not just give the Platinum Edition at that point instead of selling it? It seems a bit snide to me. It might just be me, but I don't think that's good. I don't think it's good doing that. But you see it all the time. I mean, I'm the guy that's bought PS5 upgrades for every PlayStation 5 game that I own, more or less, from Tony Hawk's Death Stranding today, so I can't really say too much. We did get a new Kirby game. I think it was Kirby in Forgotten Land, and it kind of looks like Kirby met Last of Us. I really hope there's like clickers that eat the little shit. I've never been a Kirby fan. I said this last night to Andy, like, I'm sure Kirby done one called like Kirby's Epic Yarn, and then Yoshi did like Yoshi's Woolly World, and it was far better. Like, or Yoshi's Epic Yarn, was that one as well? Yoshi's just far better than Kirby. Sorry, I know there's maybe Kirby fans out there, but not for me. Not for me. And this makes no sense about the Nintendo Switch Online games that they might be 50 hertz in Europe. Come on, we've had 60 hertz TVs for years now at this point. This is kind of cool. In Japan, though, Splatoon 2 and Breath of the Wild will get new physical releases with the DLC they included in Japan. They launch next month. Now, I like the idea of this. Complete if a game comes out in the cartridge, like Streets of Rage have done it with the Mr. X Nightmare DLC. They've brought out a cartridge with the complete version, because at some point down the line, collectors are going to find that the Switch servers are no longer there and they can't play the full games anymore. So bringing out these carts with everything on them, that's cool. I like when they do that. Bayonetta 3 is going to exceed all your expectations, says Platinum Sadiki Kamiya. It's been 4 years since they announced it. We've finally seen some gameplay. We've seen Bayonetta summoning a dragon thing that she ended up riding in the back on. Bayonetta's a lot more covered up, as I spotted last night. I'm fine with that. I didn't play it to Pervona like a lot of people did, and they're going to complain about this, that she's covered up, but I like it. Bayonetta's a hero, she doesn't need to be showing everything. Then again, I was watching He-Man the other night, and He-Man pretty much shows it all. That's fine. He's got fabulous powers anyway, as he says in the intro. It's not aged well at all. So yeah, alongside the Switch expansion pass, which is a genius name from them, shows that they can actually name things, which I didn't know if they could after the Wii U came out and the new 3DS and the 2DS, which is 3DS without 3D. They are releasing a Genesis or Mega Drive and N64 controller for your Switch. $49.99 was the price. I can see it for the N64 pad, but the Mega Drive one, it's just a Bluetooth controller, and you can pretty much buy like the 8-bit Do one, or I'm sure I've got a Sega Mega Drive official one. I'm not sure. Retrobit, I'm sure, made it, and it wasn't 50 quid. It was maybe 20. Banjo-Kazooie was added as well. It was shown in the gameplay footage for the games that are on Expansion Pass. That is, it's quite cool. I know it was an N64 game, but I mean, Rare's now owned by Microsoft. Rare did comment on it, and Microsoft and Nintendo have had a good partnership going forward. The Mario Golf stuff's free. Free new courses, new characters. They did this with the tennis as well, which is cool about it. They continually supported that game for over a year, and if they do that with the golf, then it's all good. Disney's Magical World 2, something my wee one might like, but not for me. KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic's coming out to Switch in November. Not the remaster, which I predict's at least 2 years away. The original one. This is probably a great place to play it. If you can get it for $15.99. Like, I've had it on my phone, but I can't play games like this on my phone. I might pick this up. I've never finished KOTOR fully. And I have no qualms of going back and playing it, because the amount that I did play was absolutely epic. Brilliant game. So I don't mind going back to it. There was some card game shown as well. Swords and Sorcery and all that. I've never liked virtual card games. This one, like, Triangle Strategy is the name of it. It was called Project Triangle, I believe. And then they changed it to Triangle Strategy. It's like, are they just trying to have the worst name for a game ever? It's like, what's your game? Action shooter. Yeah, but what's the name? Action shooter. Okay. They're like, just release a first-person shooter called FPS. That would be cool. Maybe that has. Deltarune Chapter 2 is out now. It's a free update. If you like that, go for it. There's a new Animal Crossing update. The Mario Brothers movie. So it's CGI and it's out next year. Chris Pratt got announced as the voice of Mario. At first I was a bit confused, and then I realised he's going to be playing like Brooklyn, like, yo, Luigi. I can't do Brooklyn, but he's going to be playing it like the old cartoon, I believe. Charlie Day's playing Luigi. Jack Black is playing Bowser. So that's out like end of next year. Should be good. Cinema only, I believe, for that one. Seth Rogen is playing Donkey Kong, which is a bit of a weird choice. It's not the voice that I would imagine Donkey Kong had, but I can see it being good. Like, I would honestly rather see another live action with Chris Pratt as Mario, Charlie Day as Luigi. I think that would be absolutely hilarious. But hey, we're getting CGI instead. I love the original Mario Bros. Movie. This movie's not going to beat that one for me. That movie, unironically, is good. And I'm not saying that like because it's become cool to say it's good. I've always liked this. Years ago I bought Fraser, the figures. Can't remember what for, but I found them in good condition, like Mario, Luigi, Bowser. They're not the greatest figures, but they're cool because I always wanted them when I was younger. And I know Fraser likes that as well, but I'm still waiting in the 4K for that. I know they did a kind of restoration and restoration and added the deleted scenes. But hey, anyway, we're not here to talk about that. I could do a whole show literally on Mario Brothers movie. There is a podcast about the Mario Brothers movie. Okay then. But yeah, that's about it for the Nintendo Direct. It was all round disappointing. They announced the final Smash Brothers announcement is getting announced on the 5th of October. Oh, Actors of Renaissance is out. It's a SNES game, Andy said, remastered. Looked pretty good. Kind of a town management game mixed with a Castlevania kind of altered beast looking thing. That'll be cool. So I'm just going to finish up. I'm going to do the charts for the week in the UK, if I can find where they've went. The other news stories I wanted to speak to Andy about separately, so I will speak to him probably on Tuesday. We'll do an after show after the main show on 42 on Tuesday, and we'll cover the news stories that I've skipped out in case you're like, hey, why didn't you talk about that? Well, that's because there is a reason. Okay, so the UK sales chart are as follows. Do you know, number 10 is NBA 2K22. I don't know why. Like, NBA usually rides quite high, even over here for the first few weeks. I mean, it can't just because I didn't buy it and I'm that much of an influencer that everyone just went, if Ali's not getting it, neither would we. But everybody I know didn't buy it either. Like, Nelson, my pal Craig, like, people that I know didn't buy this, that buy it regular. And I've bought it every year for at least the past 4 or 5 years now, on day one. My reason for not buying it is because of there's a cat. Bond's walking across here. Do you see that, Andy? He saw it as well. He saw it. Hey, down. 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 3. Sorry about that. So NBA 2K22 at number 10 is a bit strange. Number 9 is Formula 1 2021. I'm not sure if this is this year's because they've got weird numbering or last year's, but fair enough. Number 8 is WarioWare Get It Together. Number 7, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Number 6, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. That's a great game, man. If you haven't tried that, pick it up. I just got the Director's Cut upgrade for PS5. Comes with the DLC as well, which is awesome. Number 5, Minecraft Switch. Number 4, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. It's good to see that doing so well still. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I don't get why it's still so high. Number 3, just release Mario Kart 9, but you won't if people keep buying this. Number 2, Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is good for that game. It's a great game. Do you know what? PS5 restock. That's what this says. And number 1, Deathloop. Deathloop, I will try when it comes to Game Pass. I'm not excited by it because it's roguelike or roguelite. But I think Andy was interested in it. I wonder if he would end up getting it. But yeah, these charts say to me it was a PS5 restock and some people got Switches. Yeah, that's the charts for this week. So we'll probably wrap it up there. I just had to do a show tonight. I couldn't not. Andy was the same. He was desperate, so that's him there. He's just frozen with excitement. But yes, we'll be back on Tuesday with the regular weekly show, chatting all the games that we have spoken about. We have played throughout the week. I finished 2 games last week. If you want to check that out, check out the show on the feed somewhere, up, down, somewhere. We also covered, was it the PlayStation Showcase? It's in the feed as well. Give us a like and subscribe if you fancy. You can keep up to date with our videos. Leave a comment and I will get back to you. I even get back to the spam comments. Like, see these guys that post the links? I even reply to you. But yes, thank you very much. If you have tuned in, watched stuff of this to the end, we will be back on Tuesday. We're gonna do 2 shows. Might end up just me and this Andy again. Cats, please stop fighting. Never have cats, kids. Just don't. I'm joking. They're brilliant. But yes, thank you very much for tuning in, watching. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we will catch you all on Tuesday night for the regular show and the after show that I'm going to do based on the news stories that I missed out tonight. But I have been Ali, he has been Andy, and we've been 42 level 1. Peace. Catch you next time. Bye.